The nap that stole the load by geeks trucking Jake had been running hard all week, chasing miles and fighting the clock like every other truck driver on the road. He pulled into a quiet rest area just off the interstate, planning for a quick 2-hour nap before making his final push to the receiver. His delivery was tight, and he knew his hours of service were hanging on by a thread. Still, exhaustion was stronger than discipline. He told himself just 2 hours, then back on the road. To make sure he didn't oversleep, Jake set 5 alarms on his phone. As an extra layer of insurance, he asked his wife, Lisa, to call him at the 2-hour mark. "I'll get up, stretch, splash some water on my face, and roll out," he told her, confident in his plan. When the alarms finally went off, his phone lit up like a Christmas tree. He groggily silenced them one by one, squinting against the glare. Right on cue, Lisa's name appeared on the screen. "Hey, baby," she said gently, her voice warm and familiar. "Yeah, I'm up," Jake mumbled, rubbing his eyes. They talked for 5 minutes, just the usual chatter, how her day was going, what the kids were up to, and a reminder not to push too hard. Jake leaned back against his pillow, phone still in hand, promising her he was about to fire up the truck and get rolling. But his body betrayed him. The weight of fatigue pulled at him like an anchor, and before he realized it, his eyes slipped closed. 2 more hours vanished in silence. When he finally startled awake, the sun had shifted. His cab was warm and panic set in. He grabbed his phone and saw the time. His heart sank. Those extra 2 hours had eaten up the last of his wiggle room. The drive ahead was still long, and the electronic log was merciless. No matter how fast he drove, he'd hit the receiver with his 14-hour clock flashing red. "Damn it," he muttered, slamming the wheel. He called Lisa back. "I screwed up," he admitted. "I fell back asleep." There was no anger in her voice, just sympathy. "You're human, Jake. Better late than never. At least you're safe." But Jake knew what was coming. A missed delivery meant rescheduling, detention, maybe even a hit to his pay. Dispatch would grumble, the customer would complain, and all because a short nap turned into a marathon of lost time. He eased the rig back onto the highway, frustration buzzing in his veins. Out here, the clock was king, and once it ran out, no amount of wishing could turn it back. He stared at the endless road ahead, replaying the moment he should have stood up, should have splashed that water, should have pushed through. Instead, he was stuck with the hard truth every trucker learns sooner or later. Sometimes it isn't the mountains, traffic, or weather that makes you late. It is your own body reminding you that rest cannot always be scheduled. And for Jake, today's nap had stolen the load. If you like this kind of story, please like, follow, comment, and share.